War is won before it's even thought. War is won before it's even fought. Ares is here, and that's exactly what we're doing. Let's jump in. How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Snap Academy. I'm Muse. Today, we are going over our newest card, Ares, and the last card of the Dark Avengers season. This is possibly one of my favorite seasons overall. I was looking forward to all the cards, except for Ares, which may have changed because we'll talk about that later. Overall, this is a great season and honestly a good card to end on after getting to play it. Ares is a 4/6 on reveal. Compare the top 3 cards of each deck. If your power is greater, +6 power. Ares is simple, easy, to the point. There's not a lot to him. You have your regular synergies. You have Odin to do it again. You've got Grandmaster to do it again. Misery to do it again. Yeah, Misery to do it again if you need to. He's a 4/6 that can possibly be a 4/12. There you go. Overall, I really didn't have high hopes for this card. It's really not a build around card. Yes, everyone's going to put him in Surtur. You got your big beat down. He does proc Surtur when he gets to that 6 power. But I want to think about something completely different. Before we jump into that, let's do our quick ratings for Ares. Competitiveness, I actually think Ares is very competitive as a 4/12. That is the highest stats you can get on a 4-drop card. Kind of reminiscent of old Darkhawk, which is kind of what I thought about it. You know, just kind of an overpowered 4-drop that you can Zabu. So I'm going to give him, honestly, a 4 stars on competitiveness. Overall, do you need to buy this card? I don't think so. I'm only giving it like a 3-star on, you know, spend your tokens, your spotlights. I don't think you absolutely need this card to be competitive. I think it's going to make some mid-rangey decks better, but I don't think it's a card that you must have. And then for fun, I mean, I like the animation. I'm only going to give it a 3-star for fun. It does something. It does it very well. Nothing too crazy. Overall, I'm going to give it, honestly, a 3-star. It's not the most exciting card, but it is a good card, if that makes sense. So kind of my 3 stars doesn't paint the whole picture of the card. It's something that you definitely want to wait until it's Series 4, Series 3. Do not spend 6,000 tokens on this card. With that being said, let's jump into the deck. So we will have the full deck list below so you can check it out, kind of follow us along while you're watching. But starting off, the theme of the deck is a Darkhawk package. I really wanted to play Darkhawk. I felt like it needed a little bit more. I originally wanted to try doing like a Ronin Darkhawk package. It really just kind of went towards the Darkhawk. And this is where I landed. We spent a lot of kind of different iterations. We had kind of a Surtur build with the Darkhawk. We had kind of a mill package, which will actually be another video. Stay tuned for that one. I think the Ares does work very well in mill. But for this one, I think this is kind of the fun version of Ares Darkhawk that we can get. So starting from the bottom, going up, we'll start with Zabu. There are 5 different 4-drops in this deck, so Zabu was an auto include just to get everything down to 3 so that we can do a large amount of power on turn 6, being able to play 2 of those cards. Always wanted to play Darkhawk on turn 5. We also wanted to be able to proc the Ares pretty reliably. That's why we have Mr. Hydration Robert here. 1/4, giving us that little extra boost that we need when we do hit with our Ares. Korg, we're throwing rocks. That's what we're doing. This is a Darkhawk package. We're throwing rocks at people. Armor, I'm not quite as kind of hell-bent on. You could drop armor for another 2-drop for a Red Guardian. Something else if you really want to. I was using armor for kind of the Surtur protection, for the Misery protection. It does work, but you can maybe drop armor for a Grandmaster, drop Misery for something else big that you want, kind of making it your own. The armor's there so you can double up your Ares, double up your Rock Slide, and still have that power, double up your Iron Lad if you hit your Ares or something else that isn't on reveal, while not sacrificing the power for that. Iron Patriot, it really just fit in the deck because we have a lot of high power cards, so you can follow up pretty easily, usually with our next card, Cassandra Nova. That's usually going to be, you know, a 5/7 if you play it on turn 3, and then you get the value off of that Iron Patriot, getting that free or reduced cost card. Rock Slide, again, we're throwing rocks. That's what we're doing. We're ending on Darkhawk. Galacta, this is another card that I'm not completely all in on. You can, again, change this for maybe a Crossbones if you have Crossbones, another kind of 410. You do want it to be either a tech card or a 4 cost card. That way you're still getting that Zabu value and playing it off. I do like that extra 3 power everywhere else. It does help a lot. But again, this is a card that you can sub out if you need to. Iron Lad, you cannot sub out. Iron Lad really brings it all together. You want to hit most of these different effects multiple times. Even hitting the Hydra Bob with Iron Lad clutched me a game. It kicked him over. I won that lane. We won the other lane. I want to be able to hit everything with Iron Lad. The only one that's a little iffy is the Misery, but that's a 1 card shot. Everything else we want to hit. Misery, we're reprocking everything. We're using Misery to get another Iron Patriot off, another Korg off, another Zabu. If we have the armor, we can get another Cassandra Nova. We can get another Rock Slide. We get another Ares. So we have a lot of on reveals here. That's why we do have that armor to protect those bigger plays. But we still don't mind getting rid of that Korg, that Zabu, if we need to. Even that Iron Patriot play, just to get that extra value. You're making it up with that free card. And then ending with Darkhawk. You always want to play Darkhawk on turn 5. We're throwing rocks at him. This is great against Erisham if he ever makes a return. It's a high-powered deck. Even though we don't have, a lot of, 10, 20, 12 power cards, we were winning these battles a lot of the time because a lot of people are playing ongoing cards. So right now we're in a discard meta where you have your Collector at 2, a Morbius at 0. We're in a negative meta where everything is 0 power. So this was doing very well. We ended up going, even with all of my changes and everything kind of throughout, we went 19 and 16, which is a positive win rate. Again, we were kind of making bad plays just to kind of feel the deck out and really just play towards it. 54.3% win rate. That's above average, plus 14 cubes. I probably should have gotten out on a few 8 cubers, but do it for the content. So this overall is a working deck. It is fun. No one really sees it coming, and I enjoy it. Now that we know what cards are in the deck, check out the deck link below. Follow along as we learn how to pilot it. All right, so jumping into the deck, our goal here, play Zabu, get things cheap. We don't have a Zabu to start, so we will start with armor on 2 maybe. We'll see what we get. I actually haven't figured out what card I really want to use in Bar Sinister. Galacta probably might be the best bet as we kind of build up. So, or Rock Slide. Okay, depending on if we get Darkhawk or not, will determine whether I Rock Slide on turn 4. I think that might be the play. I guess I can go until, oh, hello. Cassandra Nova is also kind of huge. There's a lot that I can do. Yeah, we're doing this. We're going Cassandra Nova into Bar Sinister. And I'm going, oh, do I want to? I kind of want to save it for turn 6. There's a lot of options here. I don't exactly know what I want to do. So we'll start with just a regular Cassandra Nova here. Unfortunately, I got priority. We're going to get 6 power off of her. I think overall, are we not getting audio from the game? There we go. Okay, cool. I wasn't quite sure. So yeah, let's get the Galacta here, and then we'll probably snap here. That way we, we're going to get that extra 3, 6, 9, 12 power for every card, so that's probably a lot more than what we would have done. Maybe not, because that would have been 5, 10, 15. That would have been 20 power if we would have done the Cassandra Nova. Either way, we do want to build up all of these cards. That's going to really help out our Darkhawk right now. So they're probably going to do some Venom shenanigans, so we really want to win that side anyway. Okay, so the Misery is actually super clutch here. So I think I want to Zabu into the Misery, and then Zabu just kind of goes bonkers, and then Misery gets super large as well. And then it also hits our Cassandra Nova again. Big ol' Zabu. So we got 27 power there. Up to 37 power there. Okay, well that's a big Wolverine now. Oh, actually, that all should just be Wolverine, so we do win left. That did not do what they thought it was going to do. So we tie out there. We get the Darkhawk for the win. I guess we just hit Ares here because they have a lot of one-drop cards. So we're just going to hit Ares. It's going to be a big boy. And then end with a Darkhawk. And that's really GG's. Yep, -1 from all those rocks.
Power must
they
be
moved the Shang-Chi.
Victory.
I was behind a turn. I had no idea. Next match. All right, with this one, we don't have any one-drops, which kind of sucks. Morag also kind of sucks. This is not a great start for us right now. Well, we don't have any of our smaller guys. They have a collector. Literally the only thing we can do is Cassandra Nova here. Cassandra Nova probably into Iron Lad and hope that we get our Iron Patriot maybe. Iron Patriot might be our best hit. Or maybe Galacta. Actually, I'm thinking Galacta here. And then probably hit our Iron Lad or the Hydra Bob. Not sure yet, depending on what we got here. So yeah, let's go Iron Lad into Hydra Bob. I might actually want to go Hydra Bob into Iron Lad since the Hydra Bob can move. So we'll hit that, give him a little more power. The armor doesn't necessarily help. Okay, so they're doing some bullseye stuff, it looks like. Also hit our Ares. Okay. So last turn, they probably can't get into left. So I'm actually just going to contest the Collector, I think. And then hit that Galacta there. The Korg also gives a little bit extra power to the Collector, or to the Darkhawk. And let's see. It might be a little dumb trying to contest the Collector, but they did not get their bullseye out in time, so I'm not really worried about it.
Hey, you found a rook.
So it looks like they did all of their swarms. Gambit hopefully hits our Korg or Iron Lad. That's also okay. Also okay. And swarms and scorns. GG. So take back what I said about the armor not necessarily making the cut. It has its uses, especially against Gambit, as we are playing in a Morbius kind of bullseye Gambit style meta. And this is high infinite too. I'm actually ranked 9,700 right now. This is the sweatiest I've been. I did use the Dakin deck a lot for that, but we did do some climbing on stream with this deck. It again has a positive win rate, positive cube rate. It takes a little bit more thought to make it work. We have that turn 1 Zabu. That is awesome. Viper's not a great pull for us, but we always want to hit that turn 1 Zabu, especially since we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more 4-drops in our deck that we haven't used yet. So we're good to go. They do have a Quinjet, however. They are playing Arishem. This is actually our best matchup. I probably should have realized that we were playing against Arishem with my Darkhawk this big. So I'm actually going to snap right into that, especially if we get our Cassandra Nova. Yeah, that's just kind of game over. I will accept that. That's a great spot for our Darkhawk on turn 5. Huge fan. We can actually Ares here as well. This might be a little more dangerous going into an Airshim deck as we don't know what they have, but let's roll the dice. And we had 10 more power. We have that super cheap Nomura. And then now, oh, this is perfect. So we want to do Cassandra Nova turn 6. I think I just want to hit that Iron Lad now. Yeah, we're in a great spot. We're going to hit that Darkhawk on 5, right on top of their Cosmo that they played, and then finish off with the Cassandra Nova. And we got the Galacta, even nicer. Chef's Kiss. So we will get Darkhawk over here. And if they stay, Shadow King's fine. Mockingbird's fine. Scarlet Witch, so we do not have priority, but that is okay as we are going to hit the Cassandra Nova here. We're going to get 15. That puts us way over the edge. I actually think I do kind of want to double Galacta here, just to have a little bit more power right into that Cassandra Nova. We didn't necessarily get to hit the Nomura, but they can't really do anything against our Darkhawk, and our Cassandra Nova is completely blocked off. Suck it, Airshim player. GG.
Victory.
Yeah, we've been actually climbing this entire pilot. We're actually at 9,300 right now, so that's awesome. This is actually probably outside of, you know, getting infinite on Thursday, being ranked 3,000. The closest, the kind of the best I've ever played. So obviously we want to get Zabu on turn 1. We do have a Cassandra Nova, so we're really hoping for that Iron Patriot on turn 2. Even that Hydra Bob, so that we can get those 2 cards for the Abbey. They have a Quinjet, so they're probably playing shield stuff. Oscorp Tower, not bad. We did get the Iron Patriot. We do have a great follow-up with the Cassandra Nova. We have a great follow-up with Galacta. They got a Darkhawk, but we have a Thanos. So yeah, I definitely think I want to play the Galacta here. Get that extra power everywhere else. Wow. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna Galacta. Actually, let's Ares. Let's do a little Ares for the meme, for the gram, since that is the new card anyway. So let's throw down Ares and see what we can do. 16-8. So they actually did the Cassandra Nova follow-up that we were going to do, but we got a very nice Galactus here. We are now going to, do I want to Iron Lad? I don't really need to Iron Lad. I've got 4 energy. I think I will Iron Lad here. I don't really need to actually. So we've got 4 cards, 3, 4, 5. We do have a large Galacta. Let's just get Galacta down, and then we'll see what we can do after that. Agent Coulson here. Turn 5, I think I'm going to go with the Darkhawk. We don't really have a lot of Darkhawk synergy right now, but it is still big power, giving it that +3 from the Galacta. Yeah, and I don't want to fill up left. That way I still have options. Love that. So we did a great thing. They tried to Professor X us. Now all we have to do is, I kind of just want to Rock Slide into a Thanos and GG. Ooh, tie right, and we win. Perfect. We're beating all the other Dark Avengers here.
Victory.
We just went, I think, 4-0 with that. There was actually no cuts in between all these matches. We did beat everything straight up. I probably should have snapped on that last one, but, you know, we're positive. This is a great deck. Super fun. It's outside of your Surtur things. let's wrap it up. So overall, I do really think that Ares is a good card, not something you need to go out and spend 6,000 tokens on. I love this deck. It's a different play on Darkhawk. It gives you a few outs while we were playing on stream. We could pivot a lot. I really, really enjoy the play patterns. It makes you think about it. It's not a sit down and play big stuff deck. You do have to think about kind of your play lines. What has the deck given you? What are you playing into? And what can you get away with? If you enjoy these deck highlights, these kind of off-meta decks, make sure you snap that subscribe and like button. Tell your friends. We have a lot of folks coming back to Marvel Snap. We have our compensation package coming. Let me know in the comments if you're picking up Ares, if you're going to have fun with them, or just say hi. I like to answer all of your questions, whether it be about this deck or another deck that you might be playing. Subs for anything. Until next time, happy snapping. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.